NinjaWorks will be governing all of the timing and scoring for today's match. Coach Casey will be your course judge. He is the man in charge of the remote control. When you step up to the start line, you'll hear the 3 beeps, boop, 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 beep. On that last one, you will go. You will get credit for obstacles as you move through. Should you fall or fail any obstacle, you will be allowed to continue out your run beyond that. Your course time limit today is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And only certified coaches will be allowed out on the floor with their athletes per NNL rules. Okay? That's the other thing I should say. NNL rules govern this whole sanctioning of this event. So if you have any rules questions, I'm versed in the NNL rulebook. I can help you out with that. And our course is designed along those conditions. Okay? I think that's all the housekeeping stuff. The warp wall room isn't technically part of the course, but do our best to kind of keep that from turning into a swarm of just ninjas churning over there, okay? Action room is where our competitors should be warming up. All right, without further ado, here we go. When it is competitors' first or time to go, they will step up on this block right here. Coach Casey will ask them something to the effect of, oh, sorry, I got to start my timer because I'm doing rules. I'm going to make sure I'm on time. Per the NNL rules, I'm not allowed to take more than 35 minutes. I'll probably be closer to 15. All right, competitors will step up onto this start block, and then they will make their way up these steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These steps do not move. They are 8 inches by 8 inches, and the last 2 are a bit askew. That should give you a clue, which also rhymes with askew, of how you can make your way around this rotation, okay? See how this is on a spinner up there? Now, some of you might get hung up on it. Lots of you probably won't. It's not meant to be super tough, but it can be a little tricky if you go about it in the wrong way, just like ninja obstacles should be, okay? You're going to start down here, make your way all the way up. Now, I'm going to give you a point just for touching this rope. Just in the unlikely event that you do get hung up on it and your time's clicking down, you're like, oh my God, like I didn't even complete one obstacle. Yeah, you did. You touched the rope, okay? But that's not going to be a problem for any of you ninjas. You're going to blow right by this thing, make your way over on this platform up here for your second finish platform, which is here, blue mat. Okay, you'll get a second point when you make your way up to here. This is a start-finish platform. Please don't fall off the front of it. This is the beginning platform for the next obstacle, okay? NNL rules, start-finish platform, you're not allowed to overshoot it, okay? You can blow right through it if you want. If you have confidence in your ability to do that obstacle, you don't have to stop and pause. Just go, okay? Any questions about the first 2 obstacles? Awesome. Ninjas and certified coaches, you can come out on the floor, but do not touch obstacles. That's another NNL rule. Do your best not to touch obstacles to give yourself an unfair advantage in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I would encourage you to do this lane back here. This lane over here. Try to avoid the live feed camera. That looks so good. Hi. All right. This next obstacle is called the Aviary. Who knows what an aviary is? You. Yes, birdhouse. It features the Stage 4 Designs birdhouses. Also some rings. So, you know, birds are going to fly into the ring and then into the birdhouse. Kind of get it? Abstract. Reach for the ring. You're going to use the ring, birdhouse, ring, and you're going to dismount to here. Now, your start-finish platform is actually up here. Okay, you get credit for this obstacle. This thin plane right here, this flat surface, you got to cross the plane right here. That's your start-finish platform. So, what we saw in the first division with the kids, a lot of kids were like just so happy to get here that they forgot about their feet. This isn't necessarily slippery, but it's also not sticky either. So make sure to use your parkour skills. Stick it, okay? Also, these are down here to help you and potentially save you. I was kind of surprised at the number of ones that still managed to slip past that, but just be aware on your landing, hands go here, feet go here, and you got to stay compact, okay, so you don't slip out. That's a little bit of pro tip for you, okay? Any questions about the aviary? Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Hands, feet, everything. All this is in play. Yellow's on as well, yeah, absolutely. There's nothing off about this except the mat, okay? Good, moving on. Next up, we have Monster Mountain. We call these things monster teeth around here, okay? You're gonna make your way down onto these yellow and blue if you need them. If you wanna send it from there into the tiny little minion head right there, go for it, but the conventional way is to come down here, reach up for this. Now, we've raised it up just a bit from the kids division, which I think makes it maybe a little bit of a different angle. I think it's an easier angle on the pull-up, but you do have to be accurate with your hands because this is essentially a special delivery, okay? That's how big it is. I think it's, I want to say 6 inches. from side to side, and it's 1.5 inches high, in case you were wondering. From there, you're going to grab this. You may use the blue holds if you want, and you're going to swing up around to this side. So come around so everybody can see, where there are a bunch of jug holds. These are all big, meaty jug holds that you can get your fingers into, okay? You're going to climb up using your hands and your feet. As soon as you can get your feet on it, get your feet on it, okay? Climb, climb, climb. Reach back for this next minion head. Dismount down to here, and your finished platform is here. This green box on the backside. Bless you. Green box on the backside. Yes? You don't have to climb up. Yes? All of it. It's all in play. All of it. Okay? Yes? Whole minion. Just don't grab the straps. That's all. Okay? Yes? That was asked and answered, Colt. You do not. Oh, no, she said you have to climb. Sorry. That was a fresh question, a slight variation. You do not have to use the second minion if you don't want to. I'd suggest it, just looking at it, but that's just me. Okay, this is your start-finish platform for the next obstacle, okay? Any more questions about Monster Mountain? Good? No. This is called the Stage 4 Space Program. Some of you guys might remember the moon rocks. Either that or you might be a little too young. We put them in a course a couple years ago. A lot of people got mad because it was the first obstacle. You guys get it in obstacle number 5. All right? This one has a spinning component to it. You have to orbit into the moon rocks. And then these are on springs, okay? They're not as bad as Ride the Lightning was 2 years ago. There's not as much torque on them, but they will move, jiggle, and just generally annoy you. Make your way through here around this hard corner, and then your finished platform is up here. Okay, you must disengage from the obstacle completely. Here, that means both feet need to leave this obstacle, and your body needs to cross this plane to complete. Okay, don't come here, give me one of these, thinking you're off. Okay, your whole body didn't cross the plane, you didn't totally disengage from the obstacle before you started moving back. Got it? Finished platform. All right. Any questions about moon rocks? They can use hands and feet. If they got to catch themselves or something, there's not a lot of pinch points with them, so it'll be okay. Anything else? No. Good. Okay. From there, you're heading back down this way to the pizza cutters, okay? This is your start platform for the pizza cutters. If you blow right by it on your way to the trampoline, don't know why that word escaped me, that's totally fine. A trampoline just can't be a start platform as per NNL rules, so we're here on this. Use this to jump and get up to the pizza cutters, okay? Now, if you count, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1-foot bays in between, which means this is a little bit short of a 5-foot lachet. Probably 4, 6 maybe. But they just rotate, okay? There's nice handles here, so your fingers can go inside them. They're not straight, okay? And there's 3 of them. Link them up, and here's your dismount platform right here, okay? Any questions about pizza cutters? Awesome. All right. Next up, we have Minion Madness, okay? Now, these are on, I'm going to use one of these blocks so I can really demonstrate this for you. These have big holes in their eyes. These minions have been skewered, okay? They slide pretty easily, right? Except if you're hanging long arm on them and all your weight's on it, it's going to feel like it doesn't want to go, okay? So you got to give it a little bit and slide it. You got me? Nothing secretive about it, just a technique obstacle, okay? And here we have a piece of PVC in the middle to keep your fingers from getting crunched, all right? That's what that's there for. You may not grab the PVC because it's a pinch point. We don't want to see your fingers get nicked up, okay? But this one, slide it all the way down to here, get to the second set, all the way down, and then stick your dismount. You can use as many or as few of them as you like. You do not have to use all of them. Go ahead. Yes. I just finished that sentence. You do not have to use both of them. Yes. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's a finished platform. This is a start platform. You can touch anything in between. You could run over there and touch that if you wanted to and then come back, but it wouldn't be very efficient. Okay? And I don't mean to plant any ideas in your head. Everybody good with this? Okay, cool. Now, you may come over top of the mats this way because we're coming over towards Coach Chasey, but do not touch anything above your head. All right, next up, I think this one is called the fish swing, salmon swing. Salmon swing. Oh, I had the obstacles listed up there. There we go. Salmon swing, thank you. From here, it's just a trampoline to a 4-foot lache. These bars are bungeed in. They do not move, except if you really try. They might spin just a little bit, not a whole lot. I don't think you guys have a whole lot to spin them, okay? It's a 4-foot lache across. This one will probably spin a little bit more, okay? Now, this obstacle is complete when you touch this rope with either your hand or your foot, okay? A foot touch here counts as a point. It's a touch point obstacle. You may touch it with your foot. Everybody got that? Cool. From there, so now you've completed this obstacle, you're here. If you're still hanging here after you've touched it, you've completed this obstacle, but you're just burning time, okay? So you need to engage it. Yeah. This? A little bit. I mean, it has resistance on it, but so you may want to go mixed grip. But even if you get there like this, you probably won't peel off. Okay? All right, you're going to make your way up to the first frog delivery. Then you're going to make your way over to this rope. Then you're going to make your way to the second frog delivery, and then you're going to dismount to this giant green platform here. See the yellow tape on top of the frog delivery and the ropes? Your hands may not go above that yellow tape and may not grab the yellow tape. Okay? That's for safety reasons. Everybody got that? Cool. From there, we're moving on this direction. So everybody kind of come over around but not in the conveyor belt. Start platform for the conveyor belt is right here. Don't spin the spinner. I know, it's very tempting. Start platform here. You're going to make your way up and around all these conveyors. They spin, okay? They don't have bearings on them. They're not super fast like a skateboard wheel, but they will spin, okay? The stanchions, the metal part, is off, but I will allow you guys hands and feet on this, okay? Probably shouldn't be using hands if you want to do it efficiently, but I will allow it, okay? Now, if you get here and you're like, do we think that's allowed? No, not at all, right? This is structure, so no hands on this. Incidental, fine, but don't use it like an old man crutch or an old lady crutch, okay? Exactly. Any questions about conveyor belt? Cool. This one, you got another one in you, Ben? Cool. We're going to demonstrate this one because it moves sort of odd. I want you guys to get a little beta on it because it is a fun obstacle. I'd love to see as many people complete it as possible, okay? Benji, stop touching the conveyor belt. All right. Here, you're going to jump up and grab. Now, you may use peg ball grasper and the cliffhanger. You can even use the bottom part of the structure if that's somehow an advantage to you. This is on as well. You may not grab the pin up here or the pipe or anything like that. Now, these spin about a center axis, okay? It's not like a big spin, and it's not a swing this way. It feels very odd, okay? You got a cannonball here. You got this one that's slightly offset, and you got this one that's slightly offset as well. You're going to use all of those apparatus to get to this platform here. To show you the type of technique that would work well here, Ben is going to demonstrate for us. You can. There you go. Now, yay. Did Ben swing a lot? Did he get like a big lache swing in any of that? No, it was just kind of eat him up, grab it, bring it towards you, okay? Be nice and controlled and comfortable. Now, Ben makes it look pretty easy because he's super strong. But that calm, sort of keep your hips calm. These things will start to spin you pretty quick if you put too much into them. Yes? Absolutely. Lightning bolt. These are Stage 4 Designs logos. Oh, how did we have them before, Matt? Do you remember? Blues on the left side? Okay. All right, they look like lightning bolts. Fair enough. Yes, Benji. You can. Yeah, you can use anything or nothing or whatever. If you want to try to jump 10 feet, go for it. Okay. We're fine. I know. All right. Once you've made it through that, final obstacle is the final climb. You are going to engage this start platform right here. Guys, please don't climb the truss. You're going to engage this start platform right here. You're going to climb up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps all the way up to that buzzer at the end, and you're going to hit it and claim your victory over this course. Give me just 1 second, buddy. No feet are allowed on these steps. I had a feeling you were going to ask that. No feet allowed on the steps, but here's what we're going to do. Because that buzzer is a long reach up there, and you have to come around the outside of it, there's a better than no chance that you might hit the side of the buzzer and just dismount right away because you're like, yeah, nailed it, got the buzzer, and didn't depress it such that it causes the timer to stop, which is how the rule is written. You must depress the buzzer such that it causes the timer to stop, okay? If you fall back onto the black mat, I will not consider that a fail. This black mat is on, okay? But you better scramble back up to the top of there and hit that buzzer and get it right the second time, okay? That is literally like a reserve shoot, okay? In case you get there and you screw it up. That's the only reason that rule is there. Yeah. If this is on, it's on, okay? Nope. Nope. Just the front. Okay? Everybody good? All right, head into the action room and get warmed up. I'm going to call my first competitor in about 4 minutes.
Charlie.
All right.
No, wait, Matthew.
All right, in just a few minutes, we're going to start calling our competitors to the start line. Matthew, Griffin, and Charlie will be our first three when it comes time. You got a couple minutes. I'll let you get your arms warm, play around a little bit. But we do need to get started. We've got a big wave, and there's a lot of fun obstacles that need to get done. so good. Okay. So then if you just kind of it's precarious, but there we go. Here, plugged in. Okay. I don't know if that's going to affect your. So see if it. All right, competitors, it is time to get this wave started. Our first, I don't have the leaderboard in front of me. There we go. First up will be Matthew, followed by Griffin and Charlie. Matthew is up. Griffin is on deck. Charlie is in the hole. Here we go with Matthew. All right, Matthew coming to us from Ultimate Obstacles in West Boylston, Mass. Running to Eye of the Tiger. Making short work of the Aviary. A lot of confidence in those swings. Great job. Now on to Monster Mountain. There you go. Good technique. One hand on the side, one hand down the middle. That's going to be your most solid bet on that one. Coach Keenan telling him to get his feet on. And another excellent strategy. Reaches back. There it goes. Now he's over the top. There's still over 2 minutes to go. Oh, no. Just gets dumped. And such a shame that Matthew went down on that space program because, wow, he had it today. He had it for a lot of these obstacles. Really looked strong out there. But you know what, running first, you know, he's a late sign up, and that's kind of how it goes. You don't get quite as much time to fix. I told him. All right, next up, a young man who can light up a course, Griffin Mace, whom you may remember from our skills competition a few months ago. This young man out of Strive is about as fast as they come. He's super confident, light, compact, got a lot of efficiency in his game. Barring just a any kind of quick, there you go. Smart strategy there. Went side to side on the minion face. And across, very good. Let's see, doesn't want to make a mistake here. Oh, again, just with the. Man, if not for that, again, the same story as our previous runner, that early fall. I mean, Griffin's got everything in the tank for this course. But Hall Brawl, let's see. Oh, yeah, taking the peg ball route. Very nicely done. And to the final climb. Climbs all the way up, and bang, finishes. All right, next up, young man with a lot of support here. Charlie Marcarian. It's behind that little wall there. Again, my saga with my ZV1. Picture looks great, but she just, well, he completed one. That's why we did that, folks. He completed one obstacle. He's got one under his belt. Everybody gets one. Here we go, Charlie. Right over top. Charlie coming to us out of TA Fitness Plymouth. It's his first season, or maybe the second season. It says how many seasons in the NNL. Yeah, people answer that question differently. It says he's kind and friendly. He certainly seemed to be during the walkthrough. Seems like the type of kid I wouldn't mind sharing a couple conversations with. I'm sure he'd make me laugh. Let's see if he can make it through the stage 4 space program. Hands and feet. There you go. Now I got to step off. There you go. It's going to move. There's the speed wobble. Good. Surf and go. Yep. Kick flipped it a little bit on the way out there. All right. Kira offering up her Lululemon chalk bag. All right, now he can get that trampoline moving and grabbed it, but just didn't seem to have the confidence to hold on. His fingers went over top. Look at him get these things moving. I see you, Charlie. There you go, inch by inch, little by little, keep them moving. I mean, these are the types of moments we live for with Ninja here. Young man really putting his all into something, making incremental progress. He's going to gain some confidence out of this experience today, I think. You know, electing to just bypass Lachey, wants to get on that rope, touch them all, and he's out. Hopefully he had a good time with us here today, and we hope to see him again real soon. Next up, if it's Mario music, it must be another member of the Lalondes. Benji Lalonde, his younger brother Charlie, ran in the first wave, and older brother James is here working with us today, doing some obstacle resetting. Look at Benji go. Well, now. This is another one. You hear his brother yelling. That's great. Oh, don't miss that landing, Benji. Nice. Benji's been in class with us for a good long time. There you go. Level 1s, level 2s. Hang in there, Benji. All the way up. Oh, that lip is not going to be his friend. He needs to get his hand higher onto that dog bone grab. There you go. Now he's locked it in. Pull, Benji, pull. Not lateral. Oh, man. This kid is all heart, man. I'm telling you. We talked this week in practice about compete level. Obviously, none of these obstacles had been set up. These kids, this is all new to them. Oh, man. Just on the threshold. But there's certain kids that, you know, they just are able to dial it in. Steps off. Steps on to the next one. Benji will be able to clean this up here pretty soon. Give him a few more practices. There he goes. It's just something about those Lalonde children. They are all athletes. I'm not sure if he wrote that or if his brother wrote it for him. He said, under his passions, he's 8. My passion changes with the value of the Bitcoin. And anything else? I like to say, shrouded in mystery. Let people guess a little. Know what I mean? I always appreciate it when people add a little humor into the blurbs that I write up. I'm quite a verbose person, as you can tell, but sometimes, yeah, I need a little help to get it over the finish line. Another ninja that likes skateboarding. Maybe it's making a comeback. I certainly hope so. I was a big skateboarding fan when I was a kid. Dude, Tony Hawk was like a legend. The X Games were still the X Games. Like, who knows? I was listening to a podcast the other day. It's made it sound like the early days of skateboarding sounded very much like the early days of ninja. Just need a few true believers to keep it going until the popularity reaches a level and the sport kind of standardizes, and then everyone can perhaps make a career out of it. Some of us do, but I really feel like this sport is still in its infancy, and maybe 20, 30 years from now, we could be looking back and going, so glad we did that. Well, one person she's going to be very glad that she showed up today to compete is Emily Feeney. She loves the warp wall, and she's passionate about blue chickens. I don't know if she means blue hens. Maybe she's a big Delaware fan. University of Delaware Blue Hens. Or, I don't know. Maybe, the one hand. So we saw the first couple runners come out, and they got one hand in the slot and then another hand on the side. And that seemed to be the go-to technique. That's probably going to be like your 98% completion rate move right there. In case you didn't know, Emily does like bright colors and dogs. Well, she came to the right gym for that. Plenty of bright colors around here, including these bright yellow minion heads. Oh, that just sounds morbid. You say minion heads. Maybe they're emojis, Cyclops emojis. We're still working on titles for them. As they start to take shape more and more, we'll get some things dialed in. So we pick Emily back up on the 3-4 defense. Looks like the defense won on that play. case you didn't know, folks, football season, the NFL kicks off tomorrow, hence the football reference obstacle right there. Was happy. Maybe I'm in the minority to see Tom Brady pull out a win the other night in the season opener on Thursday, but hey, nothing wrong with all right, next up, Aiden Barthlimus. There's my alarm again for finishing rules. And can you imagine if we had just finished rules right now? Oh, my God. We're already on to our 6th competitor. His favorite obstacle is the pipe coaster at the Saratoga Ninja Lab. Haven't been up to try that one. Maybe next time I'm up in the Sarasota area, I'll swing by, check that thing out. I always love getting inspiration from new obstacles. People are so creative in this sport, building all sorts of stuff. Let's see if he got that technique down. Yep, double overhand. Maybe get one hand in the slot after. Nope, just going to go right to it. That works too. I don't mind it. I love watching ninjas figure out new ways to do stuff. Aiden loves skiing, lacrosse, and vlogging for his YouTube channel. Well, Aiden, if you complete this course, maybe Action Athletics will shoot you a subscribe. We'll smash that like and subscribe button. Get your follower count up. Help you on your way to joining the 22,000 YouTube accounts with more than 1 million subscribers. That's real money, folks. The future of media has changed forever. Wonder how many of those are cooking channels. People love cooking channels. There we go. Aiden's still very much alive here. His time is probably going to become a bit of an issue as he's still got a minute, but he's on to put a dent in the course through the pizza cutters. Now, if he can be efficient through these, he said the pipe slider. I doubt it's something like this. It's probably something a little bit more dynamic up there in Saratoga, but maybe he's able. There he goes. Okay. If he can get through this, he can rack up a couple more points fairly quickly through the swinging salmon and potentially the frog pond. All those obstacles could possibly complete it in about 20 seconds, but he's got to get quick and an early dismount here. There you go. You can probably dismount from there. Eyes on it. Eyes on where you're going, not on where you've been. Get your eyes to the finish platform. There you go. Now he spots it. Sees how close it was. Oh, man. But kids, maybe he can still get it. He's still looking up. Got to look at the finish platform. He probably robbed himself about 12 seconds there. Man. That's that course awareness that if you're just a little bit older, if you've seen a few more hands, the guys are always looking for that finish platform. That's the first place run. Well done, sir. Well done. Let's hope it stands up. Megan Bailey, next to tackle our course, a TA Fitness. Let's see, it looks like a blue shirt. It's a Weymouth TA Fitness athlete. Again, another New England Ninja Association founding member. Very smart for her to use the back of her hand to wipe her eye there. Always want to keep those fingers, if they're chalked or even if they're not, out of your hair. Your hair has grease on it. Can really make for some slippery grips. You go, oh, I always nail those. What happened there? You fixed your hair on the start platform. That's what happened. But not Megan. She's ready to move on to this finish platform. Sticks the landing. Megan's a big fan of Lachey's. Well, we got a couple of those coming up for her here. Yeah, if she makes it past. Oh, no. Just slipped on that jug hold. Climbing's making a big comeback with the young ninjas these days. They're all getting into rock climbing. Casey Rothschild was in here yesterday testing the course for us, and she took one look at that obstacle, and she goes, oh, this is like a climbing thing. And I said, yeah, I was kind of going for that. And she was like, huh. Most of the stuff I've been on lately has been very dynamic, big moves or whatever. It's nice to see just like a pretty standard climbing obstacle. So it'll be interesting to see which of these ninjas have a little bit of climbing experience, know how to, you know, get their body up from a an overhang position. So many factors go into an athlete on this course. Got to be well-rounded. Now, she's a little taller. I bet she can dismount from there, too. Start looking for that. Yep, never a doubt. She knew right where she was going. All right. Shame that that earlier slip-up, because it looks like she was making pretty good time through here. This will probably be good enough to place her here, at least in the early going. Checking her hands there for a second. Final 10 seconds of Megan's run. Getting those feet to it. Hands on those froggy deliveries. The smooching frogs, the kissing toads. We'll come up with some name for them. All right, next up, Tyler Ficaro. Oops, sorry. Oh, Taylor. Thank you, Noah. It's nice having all this company in the booth keeping me on point. Because by the time we get to the teens tonight, I'm going to be delirious in the things that I'm saying. Taylor coming to us from, looks like Windsor Ninja Academy. Loves the giant ring swing. Well, there you go. There's a giant ring for you, Taylor. And she looked pretty good on it. All right. Course judge says incidental. Or no mat touch. Couldn't really tell from my angle. Looked like she might have been close, but luckily kept it above board. Woo! Hanging it out there. Superhero style. Good job. Oh, she did ask if you had to use the second minion and just went for the Lachey. Okay, new beta. Hope the other ninjas were paying attention. Likely not. Most of them are in the action room, not watching the person on the course. But maybe there's a few parents or coaches standing around that saw that move. Seems like it's a pretty efficient way to do things. Time, you know, can be very important on the back half of this course. She can make quick work of these. That's it. Big kicks, big kicks. Gotta get those hips going forward. A lot of swings here. Okay, you got it. Come on. Ooh, just barely on the front side of that one. And off we go. Good. Now, it took a lot of time on that obstacle. So if we can get through this one, maybe get that quick tap through the salmon ladder. I might be getting ahead of ourselves. Taylor's got to be efficient. Looked pretty good there. Another big one like that would be helpful. There you go. Big reach. Oh, might have oversold that one just a little bit. Eyes a little bigger than her wingspan, so to speak. Turn those hips. Crooks them to the side. There you go. Oh, but now the clock is ticking down. She's going to throw the dismount from there. Ooh, game-changing beta on that one. I'll tell you what. I don't know if that run will end up at the end of the day showing up on the podium, but anybody who was watching that should understand that there were a couple moves in there. All right, second place for now. There were some moves in there that could definitely open this course up a little bit and start those times ticking down. Next up, Jackson Marshall. Sounds like a great rock star name. It's like Jackson Marshall. Lead guitar for Steel Brevity. Some, I don't know, southern rock electric band. But I digress. Let's see what technique Jackson's going to use here. Going over top, grabbing it by the head. All's fair there as long as we're staying clear of the straps. It looks pretty clean to me. Coach Casey's right up on it. Clearly Jackson wasn't watching or doesn't have confidence in his ability. That's still pretty efficient. If you're a decent climber, don't sleep on that spinner. There you go. Dipping it down. Coming around the corner. Good catch. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Right into it. A lot of time on the clock. Minute 30 into this obstacle. Good. Already on to the third one. And off. Now 1 minute. If you can get through this one pretty quick. Ooh, led with the hips. You got to lead with the hand and forearm straight. So the wrist and forearm pretty much have to be straight in order to get the straight shot out. There he goes. Now he's figured it out. A little bit ahead of Aiden's time. This obstacle. There you go. Now just saw someone dismount without moving at all. Yep, there we go. I think that's going to be the move for the rest of this wave. Anybody that moves those second ones either doesn't have confidence in their lache, or it just doesn't line up for them. Worth it to take the risk. You can really get bogged down on time on that one. Jackson's moving here, trying to stay efficient. Onto that second rope. There we go. Nice. Okay, conveyor belt, and then if he can move efficiently through the 3-4 defense, there's enough time to climb. Don't get hung up in that spin cycle. 10 seconds. Oh, the drama is palpable. Let's go, Jackson. 5 is going to be not enough time to get up those steps, but you can at least get through this one. Good. There we go. And we have a new first place contender. 11 obstacles completed. So close to the finish. I mean, you clean that up just slightly. I mean, you got a buzzer press right there. Nice job, Jackson. All right, Natalya Manzelo up next. Like her hairstyle. I like a ninja that rocks a good, game day hairstyle. Shows up like an old Chuck Liddell would always get that vicious mohawk right before a big UFC fight. Ronda Rousey, she'd always do the cornrows. The famous ninja Beckstrand family always had those giant mohawks when they compete as well. Whatever gets you going. Okay, she could be a little bit more aggressive here. Maybe she doesn't trust her fingers on those birdhouses. The texture on them is pretty nice. They're just like all the rest of our climbing holds. It's, maybe you'd equate it to like a 120 or 150 grit sandpaper. It's not. It doesn't tear up your fingers. It actually feels pretty grippy, especially put some chalk on it. But it is a ledge grip, so just kind of like a floating cliffhanger. And it looks like she just doesn't have a ton of confidence in her finger strength. But now she can squeeze it. She can activate her pecs, biceps, big muscles in the front chain of the body to squeeze that side to side, just like she's giving a little tiny tree trunk a hug. Had enough left in her for that. Good. You guys can't see the look on her eyes. It's surprise, but she looks very surprised to be there. Oh, but just let the foot slip. Yeah, everything's looking like it's gassing out now. She's got a little bit of time, though. Come on. She can lean out. One hand in the middle. I would have called that incidental. I'm not the course judge. That is not the official ruling, but I probably would have given her the benefit. There we go. That lined up pretty nice. She was in the middle of like a full frontside spin when she just happened to find that in her grasp. Come on, kiddo. You got to pull. Oh, yeah, she's got nothing left in her arms. Well, this is her first season competing in the NNL. She loves all the obstacles. She competes on a gymnastics team and enjoys rock climbing. I think if she keeps up all those things, she will be a very well-rounded young ninja in a couple of years. The positivity, the gymnastics, the rock climbing. I mean, that's a pretty deadly combination that she will likely head into pre-teenage division, and hopefully she sticks into her teens. I think she'll be very happy with her results if she sticks with this. And that'll wrap it up for Natalya. Lauren Murphy is up next. Got a cheering section out there. Got a TA Fitness. Whoa, there we go. Just barely cleared the last competitor off the course. Very efficient. You can tell this is a young lady who has a little bit of experience under her belt. 3rd season competing in the NNL. She loves the sky hooks and reading. Always love to see that on the sheet. A young person who loves reading. It's such a fundamental skill. You can literally learn anything in a book. You can learn most things on YouTube, but anything in a book. I teach my daughters all the time. It's important. We spend time reading every day. Man, she got it. Purple. There you go. Purple's your favorite color, Lauren. Just like your TA shirt. That's it. Good save. All right. Now over the top. Don't get hung up on these spinners. She showed so much confidence in her finger and her grip strength and her pulls earlier. Nice. I hope she shows that same confidence on these space program rocks, and she did. Getting some coaching from Kira, whom I believe we'll see tomorrow in the Elite Division. Last year's New England Ninja Association Tier 4 champion, so that's the highest level you can go. And Tier 4 is the 4-stage championship competition. She and her fiance Lucas took home top honors there. No surprise that they are both very, very accomplished and strong ninjas in their own right, which is probably why Lauren is having herself such a good run here as well. Seeing the course very well, knows where she needs to be. And just needs to reach for it. Ooh, even with that little slip back, she still got it. That's excellent. Tell you what, if she can get off this, she should be able to dismount from there. Kira begging with her to get her eyes on the dismount platform. There you go. Now go over, hit that lachey. You got time. You're gonna have to link it. Hit it. Oh, that backswing might have cost her. Reach out and then touch the rope. There it is. Man, okay. That just moved her up into 1st place. See, never give up. 10 seconds left, clock winding down. She picks up that extra point and now sits herself into 1st place. Great job, great job. All right, next up, we should have Julia. Just doing a quick battery change on our lovely new camera again. Big shout out to the people at Sony for making a camera with a half-hour battery life. They will not be receiving my ringing endorsement. All right, this has been a crux move today. Julia is eyeing this thing up. There you go. Then eventually elects to go with the smarter strategy. Oh, but hands slip off. You could tell that one had her a little intimidated. She didn't quite see it maybe as well as she could have. Legs looking a little wobbly here on this moon rock. That's it. There you go. Just a couple of springs. And one more. That's it. To the pizza cutters, as we're calling them. Oh, man. All right, let's see what she has for this one. as Julia is struggling to find a rhythm here on these clock winds down, but she still makes the dismount platform. And it's like I said, the ninjas that are confident and that are going to score well will just understand that as long as they get to that second one, they can throw the dismount. But I think that moves her into second place, having completed the second obstacle there. Next up, Erin Rose Morrison. Very nice. Looks like another TA Plymouth athlete. She's being coached by Coach Kira. Not wearing the shirt, though, so who knows? Maybe just Kira stepping in. It's hard to keep all the kids straight. I try to do so as much as I can, but there's so many new additions to the sport that, you know, you got to keep up with them. There you go. Reach right out for it. Perfect. See? She's a taller competitor. She can very easily make that move. Now she's got to climb up over the ledge. Going to get her feet on there and then reach back and easy swing across. See? Just like we drew it up. Now on to spinning. Stage 4 space program. Yeah, ride that wave. Stride and go. Good. Now, on her horse, she's got to get back here, 1:25. She could theoretically make it past, I think it was Lauren. Yeah. There we go. I mean, this is the time that some of the boys were making it to these obstacles as well. Don't tell Erin that she's not capable of anything that anyone else can do, because I think that time would be ahead of some of the young male competitors as well. Now, as long as she doesn't get hung up here, strikes me as the type of composed ninja that just knows if she gets here, she's already just snuck a peek at that dismount. Needs to get her eyes off of those. Yep, there she goes. Now she's looking at it. Excellent. And now she has 36 seconds where Lauren had only 10 seconds at this point. So she could theoretically make it all the way through this and around Conveyor Belt, which would put her in a commanding lead. There you go. Electing to just go, arms is a lot faster. There we go. Cool. 15 around Conveyor Belt. 10's going to be a tall order to get through. There we go. Tall order to get through 3-4 defense. But if she can link them up and keep it calm. There you go. Wow. That was amazing. Great job, Erin. Sorry, Erin Rose. Don't want to leave off the second half of your name. Nice job. Oh, I see. I see why she did so well. She's a Bruins fan. They're good people, those Bruins fans. Cannot wait for hockey to come back. Joey Julianello is up next. Another Strive athlete. I like these new Strive shirts with the two-tone arms and the logo on the back. You know, a lot of ninja gyms, they change their style up every year. Different shirts, different uniforms. We've been keeping it pretty consistent here at Action for a number of years. You know, that neon yellow. This year, our athletes, for the first time, will be sporting our new logo on the chests of their team shirts and also their sweatshirts as well. So a lot of new swag coming Action Athlete way this year. I don't know why we're not using the new logo on the live stream, no? Well, not the logo, like the wording. It's a different font. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Good. We'll leave the banter in. People like banter at this point of the live stream. It's what keeps things interesting. It's where you find the nuggets. No, I would definitely let you know if we were going through a rebranding. Oh, Joey. Man, the number of really competent athletes that we've seen go down on that. No wonder people were so mad a few years ago with that Moonrock obstacle. I mean, it's not a 10 for sure. It's probably even below a 5, but Little story behind that obstacle. My wife and I were talking about it. If you don't know Sherry, she's an amazing person, runs Action Athletics with me. And she was like, "You're putting the moon rocks in there again? What are you, crazy?" She's like, "You just want to make everybody mad?" And I said, no, but I know you love long falls. She loves to see people take a long time to fall, and the longer the fall takes, the funnier she thinks it is. So watching somebody's legs jiggle-jaggle side to side and try to save themselves, I put it in there for her because I know she wants to. I know she'll be watching the live stream, and maybe once or twice we'll get a few long falls this weekend. All right, Joey just kind of exploring these last few. Makes his way over the conveyor belt. 10 seconds left to go. He's gonna touch. Go find that buzzer, buddy. It's up there. Not up there. At the top of the steps. But hands are looking a little gassed. All right. Next up, Jimmy Gonzalez. Jimmy Gonzalez is ready to go. 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Jimmy. Around the bend he goes. See, and this is what we thought might happen. A couple of ninjas might get, ooh, look at the ab strength to pull that one out. Nice job, Jimmy. But now he knows he needs to move, so a little urgency there. That's what we like to see. Look at his lower body helping out his upper body on those pulls. This is a kid who has it put together, knows when to pump. Might seem a little side to side, maybe a little off kilter from time to time, but he definitely has. Oh, come on. Jimmy. He looks so good through the aviary, that little grab there. I don't know. And then now he's just rumbling, bumbling, stumbling his way through the space program. Okay, right at home on these guys. Look at him link those down. We're going to see that move a couple more. This is why the run out is so important in these younger age groups, because a little slip up, fine. You're a mature kid, you're 9 to 10. You're not going to be dialed in, like a professional competitor yet. And the ones who are, I mean, good for them. They're probably going to rise to the top. But you will see these kids get a chance to show off those beta moves and find the hacks on the course. And you're going to watch those times start coming down. There we go. Look at him move. Does that probably would have counted. Who knows? Couldn't see his leg. Is that Imagine Dragons I hear? It is. A very popular band amongst young ninjas. That's a very popular band in general, but maybe disproportionately so amongst the ninja community. I'll make up my own stuff. Jimmy didn't give me anything to say about him. I do like that he's rocking the sleeve monster. Show off those guns, son. Oh, man. That last conveyor belt just bucked him. If I was going to give him a little bit of advice, he looks super confident in the air. Oh, now his hands are starting to gas. So a couple things to work on. His parkour, his precision. Parkour especially, but mostly balance. And then his endurance. But he managed to hit the buzzer. Right there at the end. So he had a little bit of gas left there to get that done. Oh boy, next up we have Adam Schlayer. Says his favorite obstacle is the devil steps. Well, Alex, we hope you get there. Fun never stops here at Action. Just taking phone calls in between live streaming while we have active athletes on the course. While I was muted so you didn't have to hear my annoying phone ring, Adam managed to make it through the first 3 obstacles pretty quickly. Still got almost 2 minutes on the clock. Don't sleep on this one, man. Oh. How many times today have we seen that? It just, they're doing so well. And that, I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't do that on purpose. You put that obstacle right there in that confidence spot. They got 4 under their belt. They're thinking about those pizza cutters. They're right next to them. Here's this balance obstacle you weren't expecting. Oh, this thing spins on the floor. It doesn't look that bad. Looks fairly innocuous. You have to always be paying attention on the course. You can only fail the obstacle you're on. See, look how great he looks going through these. He's already peeked, snuck a peek at that dismount, and he's going for it the whole time. Man, this kid was a contender. I think the rest of the field's probably a little happy to see some of these, you know, really competent ninjas just make that short mistake early. Open up the field a bit, give these kids a chance to maybe get some names that don't normally podium. We'll see. Still have a whole another wave to go. All right, here's his favorite obstacle, devil steps. And there goes the buzzer. Nicely done, Adam. All right, final 6. Here we go, final 6. And we're back. Next up, Theodore Perry. Second season competing. Gets that balance there. Nice. Makes it across the rope. Favorite obstacle is the salmon ladder. Competing in the mature kids division. He's like at most going to be 10 years old this year. Man. Oh, probably the youngest competitor in the 9 to 10 age group. And his favorite obstacle is the salmon ladder. Wow. You know, I didn't start doing the salmon ladder till I was 32. Maybe 30. I don't know. We've been doing this a long time. But an 8, potentially 9-year-old, that is impressive. Oh, no. Just didn't get his head around in time to get his fingers in there. Whoop, whoop. There's... Oh, we had a potential for a long fall there. He was doing the sideways shuffle. There you go. You can hear Coach Shell there giving him lots of encouragement. Nice. This is another. Sounds like another Imagine Dragons song, but I could be wrong. All right, now let's see if he wants to try to do that dismount right away. He's a little bit of a smaller guy. Maybe the smallest we've seen do this yet, but I mean, stuck it, maybe cleared, jumped off the side. Hard to see down there at the bottom. Buzzer winding down and can't quite get the grab there, but manages to touch a few of the conveyor belts. All right, next up, I hear some rumblings from the crowd for young Grayson Ruckus. Grayson out of TA Plymouth. Very nicely done. Grayson making his way. Good. Yep, and over. grabs the smile. Oh, yeah, and that right there is the risky portion of that strategy. So with one hand in the smiley face, or in the emoji, or the minion, whatever you want to call it, and one hand on the side, it gives you just a little bit more options. If you miss that grab and you have both hands on top of it, it's darn near impossible to hold on to the one side of the face and catch yourself. It's just some kind of a cluster there. Oh. My ZV-1 is back. The shot looks so gorgeous. Look at the clarity, the picture pop. Oh, makes me so happy. Tell you what, man, if not for that early slip on those moon rocks, or no, it was the Monster Mountain. Man. I'm sure a lot of the other competitors here were looking at Grayson going, oh yeah, always a threat. And there he goes, up the double steps, plenty of time. Bang. Just like that. Well, nothing to hang his head on with that run. Maybe that one little mistake, but, you know. Still touch the wrist. All right. Will Marcarian. Another TA Plymouth athlete. That's one thing I really like about these TA Plymouth athletes. In case you don't know, TA Plymouth run by Lucas Reale and Kira Tatmo. All their kids so well coached and also so nice, so well behaved. They ask great questions. They're just like, you know, they're into the sport. They cheer for each other. They're all standing on the sideline. You probably can't see this on the live stream because it's behind the camera, but they're all cheering for their friend on the sidelines. You can hear them louder than any of the other kids. They're not in the warm-up area, just playing around. They're invested in their teammates, and that's such a warming thing to see. That's, you know, as a kid, you can't ask for much more than that. The support of a team behind you. It can really take someone whose skills are, no boy, oh my God. Our space program is failing. We're like SpaceX in the 90s. Experimenting with a lot of things, and it just won't happen. We'll get it together, I promise. Soon the Stage 4 space program will be right up there with Blue Origin and SpaceX. How many times, man? How many times? But the good news is that these athletes are really starting to figure this course out. And as the person who designed it, I can tell you, that makes me really happy. I don't like to see people fail obstacles. I like to see them try real hard, and I like to see them succeed, as long as they apply the skills necessary. I love being surprised. If they hack an obstacle down, do something I didn't anticipate they were going to do, that's some of my favorite things to see. If they learn from something, maybe learn a new skill from being on it, that's just as great. Yeah, that one-arm dismount there probably wasn't going to get that done. But he's got a little bit of time left on the clock. And see if he can make it around to 4-3 defense. I can't see the clock from where I'm sitting, but it feels like he's probably got enough time to get there. Or not. He's got 10 seconds. What do I know? This is why I've been late to everything in my entire life. I have so much more time. No, you don't. Ah, Will, good run from you, buddy. That was the energy boost this room needed to get our last three competitors fired up. Miles Boucher. Boucher. Oh, and look at that. Our traditional Sasuke graphics are now popping up on our live stream here. You can watch down the right-hand side. With each obstacle completed, the countdown will turn green. So you can follow along with how much the athlete has left. where they're at on the course, start gauging that with time. Really a useful feature. Pioneered and built by the youngest member of the Ninja Works team. He always exceptional, always creative. Hashtag fearless in my book. Look at Miles going. So if we're following along, boom, see? Monster Mountain. Now we got the hands and feet are allowed. Totally fine. Okay, he's clear sailing now. He's just got to send it. All right, now, coming around the corner. Let's see a little bit of speed out of him. He's going to take some chalk. Hit this trampoline. Come on, buddy. There it is. Yeah, plenty. Kira is exactly right. Keep it going straight ahead, buddy, like a drag race car. Nice. One more. Boom. As the Sony ZV-1 pans out, and you really get a great depth of field. Look at the white and black balance on that. There you go. Gotta calm those legs down, man. Control is the name of the game here. He's covering a lot of ground. Okay. He's watched people. He knows about the dismount. Ooh, that one arm, man. He had the coordination for it. Maybe his teammate beforehand didn't. He's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter. We got a chance here, folks. He can. Uh-oh, man. Dang it. He touched the rope, yeah. Yeah, he touched the rope, yeah. It's pretty hard to not touch that rope. It's right there. Wow. I mean, I don't know if he would have completed all the way. We saw somebody go, what, 12 seconds remaining from the 3-4 defense to the final climb. They certainly had time, so, man. Jackson Marshall, still the only one able to, almost put it together. What is it? My eyes are not as good as they used to be. 8 obstacles for Miles Boucher. So that moves him into second place. Max Bergeron. Ready to get it done here. He's our second to last competitor in this wave. Up he goes to the top. This is the kind of movement we were expecting to see. Now that you can almost feel the energy of the wave start to pick up, like enough kids watch the course. They get a little bit of beta from their teammates. I believe in this second wave that's coming up here after our last 2 competitors, you're going to see somebody just open this thing up and blaze through it. This move, so intimidating for these ninjas. It's just a leap of faith. There you go. And there he's off. Good. Gets his feet on early. Ooh. He was compact there for a minute, super tight. Yeah, not a lot of room to operate. I think those 60-degree angles on those monster teeth. I think that would make that a 30-degree overhang. Shell very reassuring through this one. Real-time coaching. Let's go, Max. Ooh, right foot lead. Interesting. Left, and then just right off. There he goes. All right. Now he's got to gas it. Let's see it. He knows how to do this stuff. Good. Very nicely done. Okay, 45 seconds. Going to be a monumental task to try to finish the entire course, but he is definitely, if he can get through this quickly, in a position to put himself in a podium spot. He's got to get that left hand to cooperate. There you go. Work those minions, buddy. Pull it along. That's it. Should be able to cover the ground in the next one. Good. And now here, set the hips. Already looking at the dismount. Smart. Good. Oh, 10 seconds. Got to throw this lâché and touch that rope. 4, 3, 2. Nice. Got the rope. He knew what he had to do. Very smart. Colt doesn't want a song? He doesn't want a song at all? Oh, he was going to play Andrew WK. I was looking forward to that. All right. All right, last up, the wild man, Colt Batten. He's been on our Ninja team since he was 6 years old. He was lighting up courses then. He's taken the summer off. He's been, I don't know if it was at camp or traveling the country, who knows. But he lives an adventurous life, and there's no slowing him down. He's right at home on an obstacle like this. Colt has excellent air awareness, and the thing that makes him so dangerous is that he has almost no fear. The only thing he fears is letting down his teammates. Oh! Man, just a little too anxious there. He was the captain of our 6 to 8 kids last year, and man, he really put a lot on his shoulders. Every time we would have a meet, he knew that he had to go out and perform, and most of the time he did. A couple times he didn't, and it hit him hard. So hopefully now this year he's come back maybe a bit more measured. We'll try to take a little bit of the pressure off him in our 9 to 10s this year. We got some high flyers on the action team that I think are going to make a dent in the NINA League. And they're so exciting to watch. I love this age group. This is when they really grow, and they start getting personalities, and just a lot of fun. So look at the composure right there to turn his hand around. And here he goes. Bang. Man, so efficient. There's just a couple of spots on this course where you can really screw it up. Apparently that hanging smiley face is one of them. Good thing we're going to take that away for the later age groups. They don't even have to deal with it. They're just going to go straight to the Monster Mountain. All right. Well, we're going to roll right into our next age group here as soon as Colt's run wraps up. So don't go anywhere, folks. This is just the first of the mature kids age groups. We got wave 2 coming right at you. Preteens coming up next, I think at 3 o'clock. Teens at 6. Packing them in here today. Nice, Colt. There you go. All right, I'm going to get back on the house mic. Thank you, live stream. You've been wonderful. We're going to fire this up so everybody can hear. All right, that'll do it for wave 1 of mature kids. We're going to roll right into wave 2 as soon as we get confirmation. Staff, grab some water, grab some refreshment, take a bathroom break here real quick. Ninjas, if you were here for Mature Kids Wave 2, come on in, come on in.